Hey guys, Magnus Robert here, bringing you another event idea. So I have loads of these packed up. Some of them are kind of a lot of my older ideas that I've kind of remixed a little to, fit in with the new years of Tapped Out. Now, there's a few that are actually private because I had an issue a while back where basically Fox came along and they took down a bunch of my videos and I had to keep fighting copyright claims even though they're completely fair use. That's why I actually do these in a PowerPoint, because it seems that if I do them in a PowerPoint, it doesn't pick them up as copyright. Whereas if I have just still images for some weird reason, it picks it like I'm uploading the episode for some random odd reason, which is so weird to me, especially considering that there is literally channels that upload The Simpsons in like 4-minute clips. They'll upload like entire episodes in 4-minute clips, and those videos are still up on YouTube, and they've been on YouTube for a while. And sometimes I watch them because it's just easier to watch them than trying to find the episode on my hard drive. I do have all of the DVDs ripped though on my computer, so yeah. Well, I have it now anyway. It took me a while. I decided to do an event idea on the Blunder years episode. So this is a very a young themed episode. This one isn't actually from any of my older ideas. More the bigger events are from my older ideas. But I do have one completely original one that I haven't done before that I want to do after this one. I'm going to try and get these out once a week with the whole epidemic, I'll just say, so I don't get demonetized. With the whole epidemic going on at the moment, I have lots of free time because I'm not working. I'm doing barely any uni work as well because a lot of the exams have been, not exams, but a lot of the work has been extended upon. So there's no, I can't be bothered doing it at the minute. So I'm doing this. The Blunder years. So, let's get into it. So, basically, it's all going to be focused around this episode. It's going to include a lot of younger characters. I'm normally against this, but I wanted to try and, dip my toe in the younger characters or older characters events, as they're called. We have a few, like the school reunion. Recently we had the Holidays of Future Past, where we do get new characters, but it's focused around characters we already have, but younger versions or older versions. So the store is going to have the Wacky Tobacco Patch with the Teenage Mafia. Now this will be 100 donuts, but the characters are going to earn 3 times more than the normal characters, so it is worth it. Although yes, you're getting just a decoration, there's a benefit to it because you're going to earn times 3 the amount of currency. So 150 donuts. So these are going to be a 3-in-1 character. I just didn't think, originally I did have them as separate, as you could probably see by this spliced up image, but I figured that honestly, they don't have too much character to them, so it makes sense if they're just a 3-in-1. Plus, it's not like we see Fat Tony, Lou, and Legs as younger in many episodes. I'm pretty sure this might be the only one where we see them as younger. So, yeah, it'll just be called the Teenage Mafia. So you get the Wacky Tobacco Patch with the Teenage Mafia. So it's 150 donuts. That's the premium. So the starter is Chief Wiggum brings Bart back home, telling Homer that he has been caught trespassing. Homer recalls memories of his younger years when his friends would wander about trespassing and causing trouble, make Bart go to his room, and make Homer recall memories. Homer asks Moe, Lenny, and Carl if they recall the good old days. They say that they have forgotten about those terrible memories, so you make Lenny and Carl forget memories, make Homer try to remind Lenny and Carl. And the event currency is going to be Burley paper towels. I did try and tie in Burley, like the character of Burley. I just don't think it really fits with this event, so I didn't in the end, but I do think this makes sense as the event currency, because obviously it's the thing that's used. It's almost the Deus Ex Machina at the end that they use to, I don't know, they kind of foreshadow it, so I guess it's not really a Deus Ex Machina as such, but it's the thing that they, use at the end of the episode to get the quarry to what's the word? Take the water out of the quarry anyway and find the body of Waylon Smithers Sr. So yeah. So the quest line is Lenny and Carl unfortunately remember their unfond memories and are traumatized. Moe asks why, and they reply that they were constantly harassed by a young Fat Tony and his goons. Make Lenny and Carl deal with traumatism, and this is the reason why they think. but it's not. Make adults recall teenage memories, and then you will unlock the teenage Lenny and teenage Carl, which is these two characters right here. So these will be two separate brand new characters, not costumes. It's mainly just so we're consistent with this whole younger, older character thing. So these will be two brand new characters. So yeah. Lenny and Carl, remember that it wasn't the Mafia that made them terrified, it was something else. Make Lenny and Carl look at teenage keepsakes, make adults look at old pictures, and you will unlock the railway bridge, which is right here, as you can see in the episode. So this will, obviously you won't be able to connect it with the railway as such, but it will kind of have a cliff edge here, a cliff edge here, it will have water running underneath it, and it'll have the bridge going across it, obviously, and then you're going to be able to connect the water to your rivers. So I hope like the hydraulic dam. So you'll be able to connect this up to the rivers, and then that way it can look, authentic. And then so it'll have two cliff sides, and the railways will just obviously end. Unfortunately, not really much we can do about that. But I think it could be a cool building. And yes, I think it could be a building, although I understand that it doesn't make entire sense that it could be a building, but. If this and the quarry isn't a building, we get no buildings in this event. That's the only issue with this episode. So, flattening unsuspecting wanderers. Anyway, so Lenny and Carl can't recall any memories that pinpoint the real thing that traumatized them. They ask Mo to think back, make Mo think back to his teenage years, make adults forget their teenage years, and you unlock teenage Mo, who's right here. So, another character. This is a very character-heavy event, but I don't know, I think that could be too bad. Won't be too bad, it's I think it could be a good thing. Anyway, Lenny and Carl can only recall something traumatic at the old quarry. They ask Homer, and he says that all he remembers is finding a dead body, nothing much. Make Lenny and Carl interview old classmates, make adults answer questions, and you will unlock the old quarry, which will be a building. I think this one makes more sense to be a building, but again, I understand it doesn't entirely make sense. So it'll be hiding dead fathers as the building task. Lenny and Carl decide to investigate the old quarry once again. They ask the help of the townspeople. So you make adults gather burly paper towels, make Lenny and Carl investigate, and this will unlock the quarry skeleton, or it can be called Waylon Smithers Sr. skeleton. Now it's a bit weird that we're gonna have a skeleton as well as him, but I don't know. They don't look the same, so to me it kind of it's forgivable. So yeah, we just get this little skeleton that you can place anywhere. So yeah. Also, I forgot to mention the building animation. I guess this is another reason why I want this to be a building. Although yes, decorations can have animations. The main reason is I think it would be really awesome if the building animation was the towels. So the quarry would just be water. It'd be the quarry like it was before the towels, so it'd just be the quarry with water, and then the building animation, it will have the characters jump in, because there's going to be some tasks with Lenny and Carl jumping in, and also Teenage Homer is going to have a new task where he jumps into the quarry, but as they jump in, I want the paper towels to kind of suck up the water. It could be kind of funny. So yeah. And then Homer screams at the sight of the skeleton, and Lenny and Carl cringe in dread. That was what they were traumatized. That's what traumatized them so much. Homer's screams. So you make Homer scream, make Lenny and Carl try to shut Homer up, make adults hold their ears, and this will unlock Waylon Smithers Sr. and Baby Smithers. So this will be another 2-in-1 character, technically, because he's going to be carrying little Baby Smithers around, although one task will have no Baby Smithers in it. So yeah, and then that's when the event would end. Maybe they'd just wrap it up somehow. Homer realizes it wasn't so traumatic. I don't know. Or Lenny and Carl realize that Homer's scream's not so bad. I don't know how they could wrap it up. Anyway, so let's get some tasks. So look the part for 60 minutes. This is for the teenage mafia or mafia teenagers. Look the part for 60 minutes is Legs and Louie kind of doing their stuff, maybe sharpening a knife, and Fat Tony's combing his hair back. Grow Wacky Tobacco for 4 hours. This will be the Wacky Tobacco patch. Tend to Wacky Tobacco for 6 hours. Sell the Wacky Tobacco for 8 hours. So both Tend and Grow will be at the Wacky Tobacco patch, and then Sell will be at the Brown House, or it could be at the I don't know. Actually, Brown House would be fine. And then Retaliate for 24 hours. It's them kind of fleeing down the railway track as they do in the episode. So they're literally just them running away. And then Plan Future of Crime. This will be at the Legitimate Businessmen's Club. where they're planning their future of crime. Anyway, we have Mo fire his Daisy for 60 minutes. It's him firing this kind of air rifle he has there in the picture. Hide from the teenage mafia for 4 hours. That could be anywhere really. Brown House maybe. Work in the elementary school cafeteria for 8 hours. This is from a different episode, but there is like a teenage version of Mo where he like spits in the food or something. So I don't know. I think that could be a kind of a funny little segue. And then maybe in his character quest line, maybe they could do something, where he's like, he doesn't want to be a teenager, a rebellious teenager anymore. He's going to work in the school and he doesn't like it, or I don't know. Jump into the quarry for 12 hours. This will be an animated one. Him jumping in the quarry, like he does in the episode. And of course it will be at the quarry. And then Pop Zits for 24 hours. That could be anywhere really. Brown House maybe. Anyway, moving on. Run across the bridge for 60 minutes. Animation. This will be Lenny running across the bridge all scared. Steal some wacky tobacco for 4 hours. Obviously the wacky tobacco patch. Procrastinate schoolwork for 8 hours. This will be at the I guess high school or elementary. I'm not sure what exact age they are in this, but it could be in either. Jump in the quarry for 12 hours. That will be an animation, obviously, same as Moe's. Arrange a new adventure for 24 hours. Could be a Brown House or whatever, really. Run across the bridge for 60 minutes. That will be the same one as Lenny's, but obviously it will be with Carl. Smoke some wacky tobacco for 4 hours. Obviously the wacky tobacco patch. Ace schoolwork for 8 hours at the school, or one of the schools. Jump in the quarry for 12 hours, same as Mo and Lenny, and then pack for a new adventure, be at the Brown House or something. And then finally, we have Waylon Smithers Sr. and Baby Smithers. So die from radiation for 60 minutes. This will be the one task where Baby Smithers is just not there, just because I can't really think of how, but it would be Waylon Smithers Senior just kind of dying like he does in the episode where he's like, help me, kind of thing. Work on the reactor for 4 hours over at the plant. Shifter at the plant for 8 hours over at the plant. Care for Waylon Jr., which will be him with the baby kind of rocking him and stuff, and that will be animated. And then decompose in the quarry for 24 hours. Obviously that will be over at the old quarry. And I guess in some ways that could be the one where the paper towels kind of make sense, because it would be like, sucking up in and out, or whatever. Anyway, that's my event idea. That's all I got. So yeah, tell me your thoughts on it, and I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye.